Come on, you deserve somebody better, like me. Come on now. How about this weekend?
No, Dion, no thank you.
Smart Guy was a hit series in the late 90s that kept audiences worldwide glued to their screens. Family-centered and safe for children, the show struck a balance between comedy and life lessons that made it a household favorite. However, the show only lasted 3 seasons before it was canceled, leaving a lasting impact on fans. Join us today as we discover 20 weird facts you probably didn't know about Smart Guy 1997. Number 20. The show had a rivalry show. Smart Guy wasn't competing with any show similar to it per se, unlike what you might have expected to hear. The shows that were termed its rivals were a Washington, D.C.-based Disney series, Cory in the House, and a John Adams High episode on the ABC series Boy Meets World. The reason they got that name was because they both made the fictional Piedmont High School in Smart Guy their establishing shots. Meanwhile, Piedmont High is the high school attended by Yvette, Marcus, Mo, and TJ. The 4 main sets featured in the show include the classroom, the hallway, the cafeteria, and the auditorium, with the hallway undergoing 2 layout changes during the series. Number 19. Most of the scenes in Season 1 were filmed in the kitchen. Imagine being in a family where the only place you all gather as one to discuss, eat, or play is in your kitchen. Wouldn't that be absurd? As for Smart Guy, there was definitely nothing too absurd. Most of the episodes aired in Season 1 were shot in the family's kitchen. However, other scenes were also shot in the children's school. The producers were definitely aware of the show's lack of a living room area throughout its first season, so they investigated it. Number 18. More props had to be added in the other episodes. When Season 2 came, the producers knew they had to make provision for a living room. What makes a house complete is the presence of a living room where family members can gather to watch a movie. Most family-centered series that time-aired episodes that featured a living room. When the living room set was finally added in Season 2, it featured a window and the front door at stage center, as well as the stairs and kitchen doorway at stage right. The kitchen set had to be moved back together with the back stairs that led to the bedrooms, which had been removed. However, the set house arrangement changed again in Season 3. The kitchen was left the same, but the living room's arrangement was changed with the front door now located at stage left. Marcus and TJ's bedroom was the only set that remained the same throughout the series' run. Number 17. The show featured a few Hollywood stars. One significant and surprising fact about Smart Guy was that the show featured numerous Hollywood stars. Although almost all its cast members later became popular actors and actresses, a few of them had already gained recognition before starring in the show. The first on this list was Jason Weaver, who starred as the older brother of T.J. Henderson, Marcus. Jason Michael Weaver is popularly known by his stage name Jay Weave. He has always been an American actor and singer who is best known for his roles as a child actor. Jason Weaver first made an on-screen appearance when he portrayed young Michael Jackson in the 1992 miniseries The Jacksons, An American Dream. Aside from that, he was also given a rare opportunity that eventually became his most recognized work globally. Jason Weaver voiced young Simba's singing voice in Disney's animated feature film The Lion King in 1994. He performed the famous songs I Just Can't Wait to Be King and Hakuna Matata. The role was initially offered with a flat fee of $2 million, but based on his mother's advice, his family chose to go for a lesser one-time payment of $100,000 in exchange for a percentage of future royalties from the film's soundtrack sales. Her decision proved highly lucrative due to the immense and enduring success of the soundtrack, which later earned her significant returns over the decades. By that time, he was already a recording artist and was featured on Chingy's 2004 hit single One Call Away, which peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. This discovery may leave you wondering if Smart Guy could afford someone like him, who was literally a celebrity. Next is Essence Atkins, who was Floyd's only daughter and Marcus and TJ's older sister Yvette in the show. Essence Atkins had already established her career before being cast in the series. She started as a guest teenager on NBC sitcom The Cosby Show in 1986 and spent the following years playing a guest role on sitcoms before she finally had her big break. In 1995, she got a co-leading role in the African-American drama Under One Roof, where she starred opposite James Earl Jones and Vanessa Bell Calloway. Then things continued to get rosy in her career as she landed another role the following year. Essence Atkins co-starred with Kerry Russell in the NBC teen soap opera Malibu Shores. One of her television roles was in the Saved by the Bell spin-off Saved by the Bell: The College Years in 1993. She also made an appearance in the pilot, but when Tiffany Amber Thiessen, a regular from the original, opted to return, Atkins's character was written out. Taraji P. Henson played the role of Monique in the show. Monique was a friend of Yvette who had the freedom that Yvette desperately wished she could have. Henson's appearance on the show was brief, but she still gave it her best, just as she had always done. Henson was tagged the busiest actress of the cast, who was juggling other things alongside the show. She starred in successful movies such as The Color Purple, Hidden Figures, and Acrimony. Aside from her successful career in the movie industry over the years, she also hosted. Henson hosted the 2024 BET Awards. She is also a writer with her New York Times bestseller, You Can Be a Good Friend No Matter What, a Lil TJ book, and has even launched her own hair care line called TPH. She is indeed an icon in the Hollywood entertainment industry, and Smart Guy was definitely lucky to have had her on set. Number 16. Omar Gooding and Taj Mowry didn't appear in every episode. Aside from the absurdity of the show's set choice, the on and off of its cast members on screen was also weird. Even the main cast weren't spared. Taj Mowry and Omar Gooding were the only main cast members who did not appear in all the episodes. Taj Mowry did not appear in the Season 3 episode titled Get a Job, while Omar Gooding didn't appear in A Little Knowledge. However, Omar Gooding later became a regular in the series, starting with the season premiere episode titled Primary Brothers. Number 15. The creator of the show had his own production company. Every good and successful show is a product of the work of a good and skilled producer. Fortunately for Smart Guy, the show did fall into good hands. Danny Callis is an American television writer and producer who wrote for programs like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, The Sweet Life on Deck, The Jam X Kids, The Sausage Factory, Smart Guy, and Who's the Boss, The Upper Hand, The Charmings, Silver Spoons, Mama's Family, and Taxi. Danny Callis not only wrote for Smart Guy, but he also produced the show. An interesting fact about him was that he had his own production company, Callis Productions. It was his company that produced Smart Guy and The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, later renamed The Sweet Life on Deck. Danny Callis Productions was created in the 1990s. It was then made the main production company for the WB sitcom Smart Guy. Although the company closed down as a result of low production output, it was later reopened to produce the Disney Channel series The Sweet Life on Deck, a spin-off of The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, which he also co-created. Number 14. The show involved single-parenting Smart Guy had similarities with other Black American family series, particularly in terms of single parenting. The show focused on the struggles of a single father, Floyd, who had lost his wife. He ran the Henderson Construction Company and always stepped in at just the right time to drive home unsubtle but valuable life lessons about truth and responsibility. The series was aimed straight at children and families. Floyd Henderson was pictured as a caring and overwhelmed father who had been tragically left alone to raise his kids. Being a self-made businessman, poor Floyd had to balance providing for his kids and being there for them at the same time. Just like every other character in the show, he also tried to evolve. Floyd eventually started dating again in Season 2's Dateline, after his son, TJ, set him up with a woman named Jamie through an online dating service. However, TJ's later display of jealousy, resulting from his father spending less time with him, left viewers pitying the widowed father. Number 13. One episode of Smart Guy was omitted from Disney+. If you followed the show on Disney Channel, you would have noticed that an episode was omitted. Here is why. The missing episode, titled Don't Do That Thing You Do, was said to have been removed from the series list of episodes as a result of licensing issues related to the use of I Don't Know Why in 2 scenes in its lyrical and instrumental versions. Since most people are unaware of the episode's content due to its omission, here is a breakdown. After the keyboard player in Marcus's band, Macadocious, breaks his finger and gets sidelined, TJ steps in to save the day, but Marcus is not willing to let TJ play during their big gig at the school's Battle of the Bands band's competition. TJ shows his talent for tickling the ivories at the competition, interrupting Marcus's performance and making him jealous. Frustrated with TJ getting the limelight instead of him, Marcus decided to fire TJ as a keyboard player. However, when a budding music producer scouted Macadocious to be one of his clients, Marcus changed his mind, only for TJ to refuse his invitation back into the band. After the two are caught fighting by Floyd, he finds out about Marcus firing his little brother. Marcus admitted that he was jealous that TJ was good at everything, even music, and TJ admitted he wished he could sing as well as Marcus. TJ also admitted that he offered to show the record producer some tax loopholes in exchange for getting Macadocious phony gigs where they would play for nobody as revenge for being kicked out of the band. Meanwhile, Yvette was utterly shocked and disgusted when her friend Lydia admitted to having a crush on Floyd. When Yvette tried to get Floyd to talk to Lydia about her crush on him, they found out that Lydia had a new crush on someone her own age. Number 12. Only 3 cast members made it into every episode. Aside from Taj Mowry and Omar Gooding, who didn't appear in every episode as main cast, no one else joined this list. The remaining 3 main cast members, Jason Weaver, Essence Atkins, and John Marshall Jones, were the only cast members to appear in every episode. Jason Weaver played the role of Marcus Henderson, who was TJ's older brother and the second oldest child in the Henderson family. He was portrayed as a fairly popular student at Piedmont High and reacted remarkably well to his younger brother sharing nearly every one of his classes, although tensions did arise from time to time. This is especially true in the pilot episode, to the point where he tells TJ that he wishes his younger brother would disappear from his life. He received average or below average grades simply because he did not apply himself. Essence Atkins, who starred as the older sister of Marcus and TJ, was the only daughter of Floyd Henderson and graduated from high school at the end of season 3. Yvette was portrayed as an intelligent fellow who was usually level-headed, a women's rights activist, and had a passion for art, including drama, photography, and dancing. She was also the editor of the school newspaper, The Penguin. However, she sometimes found it hard being the only girl in a family full of mostly men, as seen in the season 2 episode, Men Working Badly. Another strange discovery in Smart Guy was that Essence Atkins was in her mid-20s when she starred on the show. She was only 10 years younger than her on-screen father Floyd, who was played by John Marshall Jones. In reality, the possibility of them being father and daughter would have been unattainable, but the show did a good job of hiding their age gaps. Number 11. Taj Mowry was the brother of our Hollywood twin star. Our little TJ, who stole the hearts of many throughout the show's run, was played by Taj Mowry. The name Mowry is no stranger to our ears, especially if you saw the series Sister Sister. Our main cast was 2 instead of 1, and they were both Mowry too. If you guessed that them being related, then you are absolutely right, as Taj Mowry happens to be the younger brother of the famous Mowry twin sisters. Both the Sister Sister series and Smart Guy were produced by Suzanne DePass's production company, DePass Entertainment. Taj Mowry is an American actor and singer. He is also the younger brother of identical twin actresses, Tia Mowry and Tamara Mowry. He was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, to Darlene Renee, his mother, and Timothy John Mowry, his father. When they were young, his family had to move to California after their father became a custody officer or jailer with the City of Glendale Police Department. When it comes to the siblings' skin color, their peculiar family dynamics explain it. He has British and Irish ancestry, and his mother is of Afro-Bahamian descent. The two lovebirds met when they were in high school in Miami, Florida. Both joined the U.S. Army and eventually reached the rank of sergeant. Taj Mowry isn't the last-born. He's a big brother to Tavior Mowry. Taj Mowry played football at Birmingham High School in Lake Balboa before transferring to Westlake High School in Thousand Oaks, California, and playing 1 season of football at Savannah State University and the University of Wyoming. He attended Pepperdine University in Malibu, California, where his sisters Tia and Tamara both graduated. Number 10. It wasn't always roses and popcorns for Taj Mowry. In the previous fact, it was revealed that the siblings' parents were involved with the military. Growing up with these celebrity siblings wasn't always roses and popcorn. They were all slowly shaped into the parts that made them who they are today. Before Taj Mowry and his twin sisters, Tia and Tamara, started appearing on screen, They were made to work hard to keep their rooms up to the standards of their military parents. I couldn't leave the house unless the bed was tight and there was nothing on the floor, Taj Mowry revealed in an interview. We had GI days, which is general inspection in the military world, and spring cleaning wasn't just in the spring. Then the family decided to move, and this move brought out the talents in their children. It started with Tia and Tamara thriving in pageants, and their mother, Darlene Mowry, later realized that Taj Mowry was also a bundle of talents. I would memorize the things that I saw on TV and act the scenes out on the spot, he said. My mom was like, oh my God, we have to do something with this kid. It was after the discoveries were made that the family moved to Los Angeles, where Taj Mowry soon began securing dozens of commercial gigs for brands ranging from Pringles to Pine Sol. At one point, I had booked so many McDonald's commercials that they wouldn't let me book anymore, he said. They had to give some other kids a chance. He left a lasting impression on those who saw him perform. He also captured the hearts of audiences as Michelle's friend Teddy in a recurring role on Full House and guest starred in the 1996 Super Bowl episode of Friends, where he considered Courtney Cox calling him cute a claim to fame. His parents really supported his and his sister's career paths, which helped shape who they are today. Number 9. Smart Guy was filmed in Sunset Gower Studios. Smart Guy was filmed at Sunset Gower Studios in Hollywood. Most of the show's settings were all built on a stage, except for the scenes that showed the children's school. The studio was established in 1912. To date, it has become Hollywood's largest independent studio and an active facility for television and film production, with 12 sound stages. Number 8. Another cast member also came from a family of celebrities. Aside from Taj Mowry, who came from a family of talents, there was another Smart Guy cast member who also sprang from a family of talent. His name is Omar Gooding, and like you rightly guessed, he is the younger brother of Hollywood's famous superstar Cuba Gooding Jr. Before starring in Smart Guy, Omar Gooding was already familiar with the 90s sitcoms and was a comedian. He played the role of Morris L. Saw, Mo Tibbs, Marcus Henderson's best friend, and Tasha Yvette Henderson's eventual love interest in Smart Guy. His character, Morris, is, without doubt, one of the most memorable characters on the show. In the show, Omar Gooding proves to be a true comedian by providing humor during some of the show's most inappropriate moments. His elder brother, Cuba Gooding Jr., is also an American actor, whose accolades include an Academy Award and a Golden Globe Award, as well as a nomination for a Primetime Emmy Award. The two brothers were born and raised in a family of stars. Their mother, Shirley Sullivan, was a singer, and their father, Cuba Gooding Sr., was the lead vocalist of soul group The Main Ingredient. They both had two other siblings, April and Thomas Gooding, and their paternal grandfather, Dudley MacDonald Gooding, was a native of Barbados. In 1972, the Goodings moved from New York to Los Angeles after their father's music group had their hit single, Everybody Plays the Fool. Then 2 years later, his father left the family. Cuba Gooding and his siblings were raised by their mother. He attended 4 different high schools: North Hollywood High School, Tustin High School, Apple Valley High School, and John F. Kennedy High School in Granada Hills, Los Angeles, while his brother Omar Gooding graduated from North Hollywood High School in 1994. In an episode of BET's Lift Every Voice, Omar Gooding once said he was fortunate to have a praying mother. This meant that their mother played a significant role in their success, and most of the adversity they and their brother faced while growing up was often alleviated by their mother through prayer. Number 7. The show did put in a lot of effort into its opening sequence. Smart Guy's opening sequence for seasons 1 and 2 was fully computer animated except for the cast's video headshots. The show's title logo was also shown at the beginning and again at the end of the sequence, when the main characters, excluding Mo, are shown above it. The Season 3 opening titles were designed to resemble a music video, choreographed by Russell Clark. Number 6. Taj Mowry certainly wasn't expecting those nominations. To the young actor's surprise, his performances on Smart Guy earned him 4 nominations. He was nominated by the Young Artist Awards as the Best Performance in a TV Comedy Series, Leading Young Performer, and by the Young Star Awards as the Best Performance by a Young Actor in a Comedy TV Series. In 1999, Taj Mowry was nominated by the Image Awards for Outstanding Youth Actor or Actress. In 2000, he was nominated again by the Image Awards for Outstanding Youth Actor or Actress. Number 5. Taj Mowry also wasn't expecting to meet a love partner. On set, aside from the nominations, Taj Mowry definitely wasn't expecting to find a love interest on set. The young star was only 8 when he was brought on board. Between 2000 to 2004, Taj Mowry dated Naya Rivera, who starred in Smart Guy as well. She wasn't a main cast member, but a recurring one who played the role of Kelly. They first met while shooting a commercial when Rivera was 4, and later worked together on Smart Guy. After their separation, Naya Rivera continued to keep in touch with Taj Mowry and his sisters for many years. In fact, they remained close until her tragic demise. It was also reported that the actress had once helped the sisters find an apartment when they got evicted from their house. Naya Rivera began her career as a child actress and model, making her first national television commercial appearance. As early as the age of 4, she had already landed the role of Hillary Winston on the short-lived CBS sitcom The Royal Family 1991 to 1992. Her role earned her a nomination for a Young Artist Award at age 5. After a series of recurring television roles and guest spots as a teenager, she finally had her breakthrough role as Santana Lopez on the Fox television series Glee in 2009. Unfortunately, on July 8, 2020, Naya Rivera was declared a missing person after her 4-year-old son, Josie, was found alone in a boat that Rivera had rented at Lake Piru, a reservoir in the Los Padres National Forest in Ventura County, California. Rivera had been visiting the lake for years and was considered a strong swimmer. The search for both Rivera and Josie had begun at 4 p.m., 3 hours after they left the dock, when their rental was over and they had not returned. Josie was found alone, asleep on the boat with his life jacket on, around 5 p.m. According to his recount to investigators, he and Rivera were swimming when she told him to get back onto the boat. Police reports state that Josie recalled helping him climb back into the ship, but was unable to climb back on board herself and then disappeared underwater. On July 12, 2020, Taj Mowry posted an Instagram tribute to Rivera, while search operations were underway for her after she went missing while swimming at Lake Piru in Southern California. Unfortunately, Naya Rivera's body was recovered the next day. According to Taj Mowry, Naya Rivera was the only woman he truly loved, even after their separation many years ago and the turbulent relationships they had over the years. In fact, Esquire wrote after her demise that Rivera never disclosed her real-life sexuality, and Gay Times included her and character Santana on their list of beloved LGBTQ+ characters who were actually played by LGBTQ+ actors. Taj Mowry's sisters and other cast members of Smart Guy mourned the actress and paid tribute to her. Number 4. The series was not only aired on the WB. Smart Guy was initially aired on the WB before the series was finally canceled. After that, the series was rerun on Disney Channel from 1999 to 2004. It was also shown on other networks such as BET, ABC Family, UPTV, and MTV2. In other countries, it was also shown on the international versions of Disney Channel. In Canada, the show ran on Family Channel from 2002 to 2008. The entire series, except one episode, is available to stream on Disney+. Number 3. Taj Mowry really put his best into his character. Taj Mowry played the main character of the show, and as the title suggests, TJ is smart, with an IQ of 180. He even had to skip 4th grade and go directly to 10th grade. He also knew several languages and had a photographic memory. Taj Mowry really had to prepare for his role in Smart Guy. He knew this role was way different from playing cute and being a regular 10-year-old boy. His preparations for the show required a lot of hard work and dedication. According to him, he had to study hard for a very long time each day to keep up with the show's script. He was also tutored on set. "I remember a lot of it," Taj recalled. "I remember being on set, being tutored. I remember the effect that it did have on people then, but even more so now, and it's cool to look back. He really did put in a lot of effort for a boy his age. He studied a great deal and had to develop his emotional intelligence as well. Alongside that, he also depended on eating a healthy diet. Taj Mowry once revealed to Green Matters on a recent phone call that he tries to eat plant-based as often as possible. "I like how plant-based protein makes me feel, especially when I'm working out. I just like it," he says, adding that he also enjoys choosing vegan options because he knows they are better for the environment. "I'm super excited to be bringing a plant-based, healthy lifestyle to light, especially during football season when sometimes the snacks can get a bit heavy," he adds, referring to his partnership. Aside from hard work and eating healthy, Taj Mowry also played a huge role in his own career breakthrough, just like his sisters did. When Taj Mowry was 9 years old, he began pitching his own sitcom idea to network executives, leading pitch meetings and campaigning for a vehicle that would let him be the star. He was simply following in his sisters' footsteps, as they had used a similar tactic to greenlight their show, Sister, 3 years earlier. "It was fun for me. I would bring a toy cell phone into the pitch meetings and sneakily push the ring button and be like, 'Hold on, guys, I've got a call,'" he said. "I was hamming it up. I had to get this show on the road." His strategy finally brought producer Irene Dreyer, a self-described kid talent expert, who discovered his sisters Tia and Tamara, and later Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Number 2. The show originally aimed at airing 100 episodes. Smart Guy originally aimed to air 100 episodes, as that was the required number for it to reach broadcast syndication. However, it was only later produced and aired 51 episodes. The series fought for its spot fair and square by adding to the fan base that already watched the show on the WB during its syndication run on Disney Channel in certain countries such as the US and UK, and the Family Channel in Canada during the 2000s. Number 1. Smart Guy's rumored reboot is true. There have been rumors circulating on the internet concerning the return of Smart Guy. Luckily for its devoted fans around the globe, the rumor certainly appears to be true. Taj Mowry confirms it himself by sharing a few inside details on the upcoming reboot of Smart Guy. Still in his interview with Green Matters, he revealed that he will be returning to the screen as TJ and also producing the series, which is really more of a sequel than a reboot. "I was able to come up with a really cool, fresh take on it that'll keep that nostalgic feeling for the older fans, but give leeway into the new generation to enjoy as well." With that revealed, the series is still in the very early stages and has yet to begin filming despite fans' excitement. "I'm just asking all the fans to stay patient with me, and I want to make sure it's right. But we do have a good idea of where it will land," he said. "I don't want to mess it up, so I'm taking my time." However, it looks like he won't be the only Mowry on set. Although Taj Mowry only appeared in a few episodes of Sister, he reveals that he would always be down to return to the screen along with his older sisters on their Disney show about twins who were separated at birth. "We're always down to work together whenever we can," he said. "Working with my sisters is not even work. We have that built-in chemistry already as siblings, and we enjoy it. We know the fans will, so when that perfect project comes up, we can do it again. We definitely will jump at that opportunity. We're working really hard on it," Taj revealed. "Fans just gotta be patient. Good things take time. We do have a possible home for it. We have a writer for it, so I've been working hard all quarantine, all these Zoom meetings and talking to the big wigs. So we're gonna get it done." Taj Mowry also stopped short of revealing if his former co-stars will return, but did say he would be silly to not at least give nods to the fam. His on-screen dad, John Marshall Jones, recently told the LA Times that he was involved with the optioned script. Smart Guy is an American sitcom centering on the exploits of child genius T.J. Henderson, who moves from being an elementary school student in the 4th grade to a high school student in the 10th grade, attending the same school as his two elder siblings, Yvette and Marcus. Danny Callis created the show, and its series ran for 3 seasons on the WB television network from March 26, 1997 to May 16, 1999. The series was produced by DePass Entertainment and Danny Callis Productions in association with Walt Disney Television. What do you think about the Smart Guy series? Are you really excited for its reboot? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content. Before you go, watch the other videos on your screen.